All right, welcome to Table Tennis Philosophy. Today we're talking about the kind of serve that's sometimes referred to as a ghost serve, where you can serve the ball and it go over the net and roll backwards, or even go over the net and come back over to you without your opponent touching it. And I'd like to say a couple things about it. There's a real practical use for the ghost serve, and it's not really necessarily in matches. Most of the people that I know that attempt this, it works real well if their opponents are short, not very mobile. I've never seen it before, but if you're looking for it as an opponent, you can usually step up and actually make an aggressive shot almost on your opponent's side, whether you're tall enough to reach it out and hit it or move to the side and get it. So the ghost serve that goes over the net and comes back to you may not be as effective as you think it is. If it was, I think you'd see more professionals using it. Now, one of the things that is rarely talked about on how to actually make this serve work, if you're trying to do it and you keep doing it and your shots never have the backspin that make the ball come back to you, roll back on the table, or even bounce back over the net, is that rarely is it talked about that you're going to have to scoop under the ball all the way to the front of the ball. It takes some practice to get this. It's not the normal motion you would use for serving, but once you get that, if you get to the front of the ball, it gets over, once it makes it across the net, it will come backwards. It doesn't even necessarily have to be done super fast. So let me give you some ideas on what an actual practical use for the ghost serve would be. First, you start to learn it. You first start off by just bouncing the ball and doing that scooping motion under it and doing it off the bounce and trying that, and then gradually back up until you can do it, and then do it as a regular serve. That's going to give you the feeling for the underspin. Again, ghost serve is not necessarily all that effective in matches as much as you might think, but it is very valuable in coaching and in learning underspin. Where it really came in handy yesterday was I had a 14-year-old student who has a nice topspin serve, but really hadn't gotten a good underspin serve yet. And I said, let's play a match, let's play some games, and whatever else we do, we have to at least attempt to get that serve that goes over the net and bounces back. Well, he picked up on that right away. It turned out to be actually a whole lot of fun, and in addition to helping his hand-eye coordination generally, it really helped develop his underspin serve to where he's going to have a short underspin serve if he continues to practice that, and it makes it a lot of fun. Of course, I gave away a number of points, not on purpose, because my technique on this is not perfect, but it's not an easy thing to do consistently. It's one of those, if you can get I don't know, 5 out of 10, you're probably doing as well as most people are, but it's a technique that involves wrapping around the ball, which is something you're going to do on pushes and on several shots, where that technique of not just hitting it but wrapping around it is important. And if you're ever going to get the ball to go over the net and bounce back to your side, you have to do that wrap to the actual front of the ball. That's the easiest way to do it. That doesn't require a tremendous amount of racket speed. It just requires coordination. And while it may not be great in a match, it's actually great for training, particularly to teach short underspin serves that, if somebody is struggling with underspin, that's one of the best ways to get it, and get a quality underspin serve that actually, when it does go across the net, will roll backwards. And it's a nice thing to have. Not whether you use it or not everybody can do that. All right, Thanks a lot. See you next time.